Calling all Scrum Masters. If you're a Scrum Master or you want to become a Scrum Master, you're in the right place. I'm gathering all the information, tips, tricks, and techniques so that you can become the most confident, knowledgeable, and successful Scrum Master you can be, right here, right now. Welcome to the Scrum Master Guide, brought to you by Rocket9 Solutions. My name is Victor Bonacci. I am a certified Scrum trainer and the host of the Agile Coffee podcast. I'm glad you're here, and I'm excited because I want to share with you all this information and these stories that I've been collecting over the years. If you're like me, back when I was a project manager still, I had no idea what a Scrum Master was, but I was interested in learning about it. So I was curious, I was trying to collect information, right? Then I became a Scrum Master, and all at once I'm feeling in over my head. There were times when I was worried. Am I gonna help my team? Am I gonna help my organization like I want to? Or I was getting frustrated because not everything was working the way I was hoping it would. But over time, we collect experiences, we put the success stories here under our belt, and we're getting more confident. But yet, we can always look for new techniques and new experiments to try, right? So if you're any one of these categories, someone who's looking to become a Scrum Master, or maybe you're a new Scrum Master, or you've been around the block once or twice, welcome. You're in the right place. Now, if you're not a Scrum Master, don't worry about that at all. There's going to be at least some good stories here that you would want to hopefully participate in. Maybe in the comments you could share some stories. We're also hopefully going to be telling some jokes and having some fun. Now, because I am a Scrum trainer, of course, I like to do some teaching. So to do that, we're going to be taking you over in front of the flip chart here. And when we're in front of the flip chart, I can draw some things up here. We could have a conversation here to make it a little bit more visible for you. I might show you a Kanban board. This, for example, is a Kanban board I'm using to make these videos right now. But today, we're good. We're just going to come back here and just chill out and relax in the studio. Now, not 2 months ago, this studio was a bedroom. Right? So we've converted it here in the bunkering days of COVID. We've made it into a fun little studio, and I've got a lot of knickknacks here in the background. We'll be using some of those to tell some stories. I've got some of my cards that I made. I've got plenty of decks of cards here, so we've got a lot of content ideas that we can talk about. So everything we're going to be doing is rooted here in the Scrum Guide. So you can go to scrumguides.org and you can find the Scrum Guide in many different languages, right? So here's English, and we'll be using the Scrum Guide. It's not very long, and we're going to break it up into bite-sized chunks. We're going to keep these videos jargon-free and as simple as possible. And again, keep the videos themselves pretty short too, like 5 or 8 minutes, because we don't want to overload anyone here. We don't want to complicate the issue. Just basic, vanilla, bare bones, simple, bite-sized, what is Scrum and how can I become a better Scrum Master? So not only are we going to be looking at the Scrum Guide, but we're also going to be going to the Scrum Alliance's learning objectives. Now, why Scrum Alliance, you say? Well, first of all, I'm a certified Scrum trainer with the Scrum Alliance, and I've done so many years building relationships with people in the Scrum Alliance and other people who have certifications through the Scrum Alliance. So that's one reason. But also, I'm very proud of the fact that Scrum Alliance talks about transforming the world of work. They've got 70 user groups worldwide, over 100 gatherings, although maybe not so many these days, and more than 1 million people worldwide are certified through the Scrum Alliance. So you've got a lot of people you can turn to if you have questions, if you need help. Plus, look at this. They're creating workplaces that are joyful, prosperous, and sustainable. That's pretty cool. So back to what we're going to talk about, the content here. Looking at their certification types and tracks page, you'll see that there's a Scrum Master track, and it has 3 certifications. Most people are familiar with the CSM, the Certified Scrum Master, but they've also got an Advanced Certified Scrum Master, as well as a Certified Scrum Professional Scrum Master. And each of these certifications has about 30 or 40 of their own learning objectives. Altogether in the track, there's about 130. And so we're going to be going over what are these learning objectives and how can they help me as a Scrum Master. Because the Scrum Master, in my opinion, is the most important role in any organization who's working to transform their workplace using Scrum. We'll also talk about the product owner role. We'll talk about the dev team members. We may even talk about what it means to become a coach or a leader in an Agile organization. But really, our focus is going to be on the Scrum Master role because we want to help you. We want to give you the knowledge so that you can be confident and succeed as a Scrum Master. Now, here we are in the studio. It's a nice studio, but we won't always be in this room. We may get out to the library, talk about some books. We might go into my backyard and I could show you any number of projects that I'm using Scrum right now to accomplish. But we want to keep it light. So not only will we talk about the Scrum Guide and these learning objectives, but I'm going to share stories. I mean, I could go on with the stories I've got, right, from my experiences. I'm sure you have some stories too, and we'd love to hear that. Again, please leave a comment and we'll engage with you and answer your questions and get to your stories. Some of my friends may be calling. No, not yet. But when they do, we'll make sure to get their stories on the air as well. In addition to stories, we've got some fun things like cards that we can play with. I've got like 5 decks of cards now that have topics that I'd love to share with you guys. And then finally, just your questions. Whatever questions you have, comments, email them in, engage with us on the website, which is, oh wow, that almost hit my head, rocket9solutions.com/TSMG. TSMG for the Scrum Master Guide. And you can put your questions on there. You can also see what episodes you've missed or what's coming up in future episodes. So it's a cool place to hang out. rocket9solutions.com/TSMG. Okay, good. And finally, I'd like to just let you know that in addition to recording these short videos, like 5 or 10 minutes for one topic per video, we're also going to be doing some live streaming coming up. So make sure that you subscribe down below and get notified when we have those live streams, because that's your opportunity to call in with real questions and interact in real time. As well, we'll have some guests. We'll maybe run a contest, do a giveaway, play some other games. Who knows what can happen on a live stream? Yes. So I want you to come back, check in on us, and become part of the community. Engage in the conversation. Join us next time on the Scrum Master Guide, and we look forward to seeing you.